Hey everybody, happy Monday, February the 20th. It's a family day weekend here in Ontario, in Canada. So it's a day off work for everybody, so I'm down here at Lake Ontario. And I want to show you some new things that this winter season has uncovered. All right, so I started up there. This is the beach where I've been finding all the awesome transition bricks. And this is new now. This was never exposed last summer that I could tell, but it is now. So it looks metal. There's a rounded sort of piece on this end, and then it's like rectangular, just kind of sticking out. So maybe it was already on the floor of the lake, and it was dislodged with some of the water movements, waves, storms, who knows. But that's a new piece of machinery or metal structure of some sort that is exposing itself. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Let's keep going. There's some more cool metal stuff. All right, a little farther down the shoreline. Even still, I love this point because not only is it rounded, it's tiered. So these big blocks come up and then it's flat. You can walk around it almost like a trail and then it goes up again. Really, really beautiful. Anyway, behind me, the bluffs have been exposed a little bit more this winter because this wasn't exposed last summer for sure. All right, some of the bank has fallen away, exposing this, I don't know, it looks like a cement pillar of some sort. I mean, is that a manhole cover on the top of that? Who knows? All right, but that's now visible. All right, here's another example of one of these blocks containing bits of metal sticking out. Okay. And there's some awesome dogs coming by. So right there and right there. Okay, melted iron, melted metal. Hi guys, how are you? Hi. Oh, that's okay, thank you. All right, so I'm a little farther down the trail and the rubble is turning more block-like, showing some of its previous incarnation. And this is what I saw yesterday. Okay, this big metal, it's almost like a metal crib of a dock or something like that. This little inlet wasn't exposed last year. The water went right up to the blocks. So I'm going to scramble down there and take a look at that. But it looks like it's infused right into the shoreline. So let's check it out. Okay, this is super cool actually. I don't think I've walked along this stretch before, like down here at the water level. All of a sudden, these big boulders look like some rocks that I found along the shoreline before. It almost looks like melted ice. Like it's a softer, like a smoother stone, almost like marble. Okay, and it has these melted creases or bumps to them, and then it's surrounded by this stuff that looks like, well, this, like coral, or just, it's this crazy rock with all sorts of squiggles and corkscrews and the whole 9 yards. Oh, this is interesting. Here's a good piece of evidence. Okay, so here's some of the color bricks still left intact on this big boulder here. See how it looks sort of really melted. And I'll check this out. Okay. Now, I don't think that's a fossil. I think that is an old imprint of a piece of hardware, or a building material, building screw or something like that. Who knows? It's interesting. The melt. Look how white there. It's like snow, like ice. Let's go. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Oh, I walked right by this yellow number. Check that out. I'll go back and look at that in just a second. But this is what I saw. Hey, what's that? Where'd that come from? What's that doing there? I'm not sure. Let's go take a look at this stuff. Cool. Huh. It's like this is a square piece, and I don't know what that was. Oh, I can't freaking budge that. No, oh, nor that. Now it says, oh, untransition brick. Fun, huh? The melt. That almost looks circular there. It wasn't a column or something like that. It's cool. Wow, this is seriously nuts. Check this out. This old, huge piece of metal machinery. That is nuts. What is this doing here? Nice little plant arrangement, I guess. Like this. Completely infused into the ground here, into the side of the bank. That's really nuts, up to the bluffs. Okay, so what was this point? This is so cool. And here's a nice example of almost transition bricks infused into this bigger piece right here. Right here. Can't move that. It's pretty wild, huh? All right, now this is cool too. Okay, we have a huge piece that's rocked out, really rocked out, but it's still all holding on. It's still fused. And there's a piece of untransitioned something with some metal. Check out all these warped pieces of iron, metal, rebar everywhere. And look at this, like, this is friggin' massive. What is this doing here? I didn't even see that. What's that? Whoops. Like a brick stack right there. I'll have to go back and take a look at that. I feel a little uneasy standing on this, but we'll just see if anything happens, I guess. Huh. Really crazy, and then it just disappears into that pile of rubble. Isn't this nuts? Huh. Really wild. Crazy stuff. Oh, some more not fully transitioned building material. Brick or tile. More there. More. Oh, yeah, cool. This is awesome. Boom. Isn't that amazing? That's excellent. Oh, I have to take a picture of that. How do I do that? This is nice. I don't know if I've shown this before, but here's a beautiful ring. Show me some little thread. What was that? All right, so this is cool. I know I say that every time, but it is. So, chunk of end transition brick and this pebblecrete with some rebar sticking out still. Okay, and there's another chunk right there. It's not fully transitioned. And there's all these white bits of marble everywhere in the water here and all over the beach. Nice piece right there. A couple nice chunks right here. Here. It's just so cool. It's nice to see people out today. It's beautiful. All right, check this out. There's a couple new pieces I haven't seen before. So here's one right here. Okay, now fully transition bricks, still fused into the other surrounding pebblecrete. Right here. Is that neat? Right there. It's all connected to this piece that my foot is on here. That's awesome. And then there's one behind me, right here. Is that nice? Okay, so I think I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. Here's some melted cinder block looking building materials that are not only pebbling out, but rocking out too. Okay, isn't that crazy? Huh. Yeah. All right, this may be one of the best pieces of evidence I've come across, and I know I've shown this before, but here I am once again. So here's this fused conglomerate of building materials, okay? This is all one hunk. It's as hard as rock, okay? Somebody has built this cute little brick art installation, which is lovely. But if you go up to this, I think last spring the water was up to here. Okay, if you look under here, okay, you've got everything. You've got cinder block, you've got brick, you've got metal, you've got this marble substance stuff, you've got larger bits of metal. It's all churned up and rockified. Here's some blue on that piece there. And this is what continues. So it's all like, this is like hard, okay? And this is what goes all along the beach, all the way down to those bigger rocks that I showed you earlier. So, like, this is what I think our beaches come from. Like, this whole beach, you know, this is a later or an earlier stage, maybe not fully transitioned into the gravel or the smaller rocks or whatever, but this just has so much evidence. Nobody came down here and dumped all this rubble and we're like, okay, let's make this conglomerate and let's throw some glue-like substance together and fuse it all together. Just make sort of a blob right here, just to do. Yeah, no. Nobody brought this huge hunk in on a helicopter or a barge and plopped it here. Like, no. It's so massive, and the level that's higher up, it's so long. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. It's part of the ground. It's part of this beach. It's all connected, just like this hunk right here. This is all more the same to this. It's nuts. And look, on this end, there's some reverb, there's some tile, more colors. Look, okay, the metal's coming right out. There's bricks, every color under here. It's all connected. This is a neat piece. So I've shown you all sorts of colors and varieties of brick on this beach before, but here's a nice example of this green that I've been finding and collecting, but it's fused into this pebblecrete. So it hasn't fully changed to look like a normal beach rock that I believe that would eventually turn into under the right conditions.